Imagine waking up in a world where everything you eat fuels your strength, sharpens your mind, and heals your body. No disease, no fatigue, no mental fog, just pure, unshakable life. That was the original idea. In Genesis 1:29, the word of God, "Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for food." God didn't just throw Adam and Eve in paradise and say, figure it out. He hand-picked their diet. Every fruit, every leaf, every seed, engineered to sustain life. No one can make better food than God. And He gave us the menu, whole foods. And for a time, it worked. People lived hundreds of years, physical and mental capabilities that we can only dream about. A potential so high, none of us even come close. Their bodies functioned at max capacity. Their DNA wasn't corrupted. Their minds were clear and spirits strong. Now ask yourself, how long do people live today? How many medications just to survive? How many are battling disease before 40? How many teens and kids are suffering from these mental illnesses when 100 years ago, we only saw it in 1 to 3% of adults? We went from thriving to now barely surviving, and it didn't happen by accident. God's food gives life. And so what does the enemy do? He takes it and creates a counterfeit, a cheap, toxic imitation of what was supposed to nourish us. Instead of real bread, we have bleached flour stripped of all nutrients. Instead of real fruit, you get corn syrup dyed to look like fruit. Instead of real meat, you get lab-grown experiments pumped with chemicals. And instead of questioning it, we accepted it. Why? Because the enemy knows that deception works best when it comes wrapped in convenience, in craving, and culture. Just like he whispered in the garden. Did God really say? He now whispers, it's just a little fast food. It's not going to kill you. Organic is too expensive. Just eat what's easy. You don't have time to cook. Grab something quick. And we eat that up, literally. But let's talk consequences, not theories, not ideas, real life damage. The boy who aged 50 years too fast. This 16-year-old boy in the UK who completely went blind and deaf by his early 20s. The reason? It's because he lived off junk food, chips, and soda. No genetic disease, no trauma, just years of consuming lifeless synthetic garbage. His nervous system rotted from the inside out. The generation that lost its mind. In 2011, scientists found that kids who ate processed foods by the age of 3 suffer lower IQs later in life. Their brains were starved, rewired for failure. The food that's supposed to nourish is actively erasing potential. Sounds like something only the devil could do. No human being can think of such a poison to where we just eat it every single day. We put it in our bodies every single day, and we don't even realize that it's killing us. No man could be that evil. There has to be something spiritual behind this, and the earth is dying along with us. While people are getting sicker, so is the land. Pesticides are killing bees, aka the pollinators of our food. Soil is being stripped of nutrients, leaving food empty of life. Factory farms are pumping animals with antibiotics, creating superbugs. Everything that sustains us is being poisoned. Even when you look up, you don't even see real clouds anymore. You just see a white kind of just thing up there. They're chemtrails. They're trying to block the sun so we can't get our vitamin D. And there's a bunch of toxins and chemicals in that, whatever they're throwing out at us. Everything that gives us life is being poisoned. Satan doesn't just want to destroy your health. He wants to destroy the source of life itself. Here's the hard truth. Everything we were told about food is a lie. The food pyramid, designed by lobbyists, it was a marketing scheme. The FDA, run by former executives of junk food companies bought by the tobacco corporations. The heart-healthy oils linked to inflammation, heart disease, and early death. We've been played. But ancient wisdom already knew what science is just now proving. Ancient Egypt, Greece, China, just to name a few, used food to heal. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, said, "Let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food." But throughout time, people have corrupted that and haven't lived by that principle. Jesus himself fasted 40 days, showing the power of resetting your body. And now, modern science is catching up. Studies show that the gut controls 80% of immunity. Research shows artificial additives are triggering mental health disorders and blocking hormonal balance. Intermittent fasting and longer fasting regenerates brain cells and extends lifespan. And just to make it easier to understand, we don't need more doctors, more meds, and more surgeries. We need real food. But the system doesn't profit from healthy people. The moment you break free, you break their control over you. And this is the part where you wake up. Wake up. This is not a diet. This is a decision between life or death. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 19. I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both you and your children may live. Choose life. Swap plastic-wrapped lab food for food that grows from the earth. Cut out additives like sugar, seed oils, and artificial chemicals. Drink living water, not chemical sludge in a bottle. Kool-Aid, Powerade, Gatorade, sodas. Ditch that. There's no nutrition, no health benefits to that. That's just destroying your health. Heal your gut, mind, and body because they are all connected. And this is urgent. Every single meal that you eat is either building you up or breaking you down, repairing your DNA or mutating it. The world is not going to save you. Big pharma, big food, and the government, no one's going to save you. So what will you do? Continue eating the enemy's poison or return to the food that God created to fuel us, to strengthen us, and to restore us? Because make no mistake, this is war. Every single meal is a battle. Pick a side. I'll see you in the next video.